Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that? South. 11.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Connects here with Jalen Nolan. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. This is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy with your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
You don't have a small 4-yard chunk there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson again. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On play action, here's Howard. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And all he can do is get that to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And And he'll go down here at the 16. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. Looking to his fullback now. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's Johnson on second down. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Johnson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Man in motion here. They'll try Johnson again. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Okay, ready?
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers go up 6-0 here in the first. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. And nope, not a chance in this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Okay.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And our first down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
All right.
2nd and 8. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They're going to go for this. It's Stroud. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
All right.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession.
Here we go.
They have second down behind the sticks.
Let's go. Tonight.
From the gun, Stroud. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
34-yard line.
Here we go.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he nearly gets them into the red zone. He's down at the 22. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
They've got a screen to the running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
11. Tonight.
From the red zone now. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, because they drop it behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down.
Buggy.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. One towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, man. You're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Oh, hey. 19 Texans. At 18. Let's hit. Buggy. Kill. Why, Tony. Hey, uno. Hey.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first three downs to get to the score time. The pitcher does to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. Once that offense decides to go for it on fourth down, good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points added to the stat sheet with the INT.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Howard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's third down now. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Howard throwing on third down. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a run-in. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Going with a screen to Johnson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
33-yard line.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. They're going for this. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
From the right side, caught by Wilson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, a schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Steelers. Needing 8 on 3rd down. Howard out of the pistol here. Dropping this underneath. Johnson. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down and 9. And look at this. The offense is still out there.
Let's go now.
Gun, Howard. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go. Why Tony? Alert the hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. And the Steelers get home. They drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
10 yards on
And
the
this, well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Here he is on 3rd
imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Texans.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Gets it quickly to Nolan. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Tony.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 38-yard line.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Trying again, following the sack. Right side, Noel has it. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
18.
Stroud's going to throw for it. He's loaded another one up. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Harris on the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Let's go.
Johnson gets it again on 2nd. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On play action, here's Howard. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
First throw for the backup now. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Wilson's got it. And he's brought down at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now fourth down.
Fourth down, Howard. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Stroud. Getting out to his left. Collins got it left side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
From the 19. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Into traffic, complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling out to his left. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Oh, ready?
Here's Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Throw on third down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Intended target there was for Jalen Noel. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
This throw is caught. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Willis. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up.
Count 7-5, Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 17. Trap 60. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Flush down now to his left. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
79 Broncos.
They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
South. Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And the Steelers going nickel. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pressure's there, and the steal closes on him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
18. What's that?
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. The play fake now. Willis to throw. He rolls to his right. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure. You're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field. But that's exactly what the defense just did.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Here's Willis to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 76 Warriors, 70.
Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jalen Smith has the INT.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively, because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 29. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down.
South, 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. But those are the hurry-up offense here.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense. Get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the ground again with Johnson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
The pitch is out to Johnson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
He'll call his own number. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Boswell to add the PAT. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
On the quick.
Running left with Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Buying some time right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And that brings up 4th and long. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
All right.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. That's Justin Simmons. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least you didn't go backwards.
34-yard line.
No play action. Here's Willis. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Took his shot at 6 that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing is Willis. That's cut beyond the marker. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Would like to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back.
Come on.
They'll run here following the penalty. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, right?
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. touchdown to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. That'll give left. Oh, he loses the football. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Panther street. Panthers.
This is Johnson heading right. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ready, you ready? Check out.
Again, this is Johnson. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Pioneer. Deputy. Cougar.
They're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for my partner Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get